You see the locker room after the last two wins, and you got that sense that it was getting close as far as us really becoming a team, really caring for each other, being each other's biggest fan, trusting each other. There wasn't a lot of trust in that locker room, and I feel like we made a huge step towards that. And so the negative is we do lose 28, but and don't have a lot of leaders or a lot of guys coming back, but that can be a positive because of the trust that's in that younger group. And with the guys that I've identified as guys that are going to be not only players for us, but want to lead, I think that because of the low numbers, it's going to force them to have to lean on the younger guys, and I think that'll help us in the long run. Yep, locker room gets blown up, I think December 19th, December 20th. So if they want to keep it, they better take it home with them because cleaning them out and moving them all over again. And, it just gives them a chance to learn about other people on their team, and not just hang out. Like I said, when your locker's in one spot for 4 years, it's those same 4 or 5 guys that you hang out with, the 2 or 3 guys that you hang out with off the camp, outside this building on campus. You don't become a team. When you're on a team and you do stuff together with a bunch of different guys, then that's when you have a chance to have something special.
Is that what happened in Utah? Did you have a team?
I did. I felt like a couple things I think happened in Utah. The first, we had a interesting team meeting Wednesday evening. And I just say interesting because that said some things in there, and it could have went one of 2 ways. I mean, either they could have taken it for what I said and understand it's not a personal issue, or they could have just said, we don't care. So, but it had to be said. And then, when we went and saw this movie, and it dealt with time. And I think it finally really hit the guys things that we'd been saying and preaching to them about how limited their time and opportunities were. And it really was their last opportunity. I talked to them that night after the movie that we have 3.5 hours left as a team. And we're done. And the clock starts again for a new team. And the question for those seniors is, we talked about legacy all year. We talked about what is your legacy going to be. And in my mind, in the staff's mind, the number one thing we had to do was win a road game. Because as I said earlier, you don't talk about bowls and all that other stuff if you can't win on the road. So we have to do that before we can even do any of that stuff. And so to me, that was the number one goal going into this year. And so here it was. We're at our last chance, our last opportunity. And, one of the things that was mentioned in our team meeting on Wednesday was that we're going to win on the road. It's just whether or not the seniors are going to be a part of it. That next year we're going to win on the road. And the year after that, we're going to win on the road. And the year after that. So, do they want to be a part of it? Do they want their name attached to whatever 20-something game losing streak? Or do they want to be attached to they ended it and now Colorado can move forward? It wasn't said in that manner, but that's kind of the gist of it. And so I think all those factors kind of came together for them.
Did you expect it to take fall season for that to
No, I didn't. I did not expect it to come down to that. No.
I think that's just a factor of how much losing changes your mindset as a player. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to ask them on that because it's been hard this year losing 6 on the road. I mean, I feel like it was forever, and it was just 6 on the road, you know. So I can't imagine if it's a culmination with them or you know, because like I said, I really have not asked them about what's happened in the past and all that. I just try to get them to focus on the task at hand. And so to me, it's like, hey, this is just another opportunity to go win, to go play, and end it. That's what excited me every time we went on the road. It wasn't a dread. It was knowing what the locker room would be like after you did it, you know. And, you know, maybe I should have done a better job of painting what that picture was and what it feels like. But it's hard to do that if they've never done it, you know. And if you were, you know, the people that were around the locker room and in the locker room afterwards, I mean, it was, like I said, you would thought the commissioner was going to come around the corner and hand the trophy out, you know. It was crazy in there, but it was good, you know, and that's what it feels like when you win on the road, especially if it's a big game. You know, David Bakhtiari came in and before I was in here, and he was talking about how great it was, you know, and he's like, man, it's just like if you play the same as you do at home on the road. And I'm like, yeah, you know, but it was kind of like an aha moment for those guys and just how, you know, good it is to be booed when you leave the field because they're mad you sang the fight song in their stadium as opposed to the golf clap for showing up and being a sacrificial lamb.